People will really think you rich, but the truth is, I just ain't got no kids.
I really feel like I can live my life like completely irresponsibly because I don't have no kids. It's 3 a.m. I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. Why? Because I don't have no kids. I'm eating Whataburger. Why? Because I don't have no kids. I'm outside all weekend. Why? Because I don't have any kids. It's like I'm an adult, but I'm not an adult. Why? Because I don't have any kids.
See, hoes don't like me.
Hi guys. I really wanted you guys to see like the real pretty view, but the sun is facing this way, so we're just gonna film this way today. Today's video, I'm naming it the real reason why people hate black single mothers. It's been this ongoing trend online of women who are childless getting online and they're, sharing their experiences being a child-free individual, which I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I hate to say this because I love my child, but before I had my child, I used to be one of those people that said, I'm never going to have kids. I don't want kids. I don't have a desire to have kids. They would ask me why. I would say, because I just don't want them. I don't want to worry about another person. I don't want to spend my money on it. I don't want to deal with another individual. I don't want to have to worry about all of that. And people used to call me so selfish. They used to say, you selfish. They used to say like my reasoning for not wanting a child was very selfish, and it could have been, but that was the real reason. Like, I genuinely did not want to have no kids. I didn't have a desire to have no kids. So I definitely understand where these girls are coming from when they can wholeheartedly stand in the appreciation of just being child free, right? Cool, great. However, I just feel like there's a difference between like showing an appreciation and expressing something versus flexing and throwing something in someone else's face, like a mask, like a community, as if like you have more of an advantage than this person, all because you have this. And in this case, we're talking like these people who are getting online talking, oh, I can do this because I don't have kids. Oh, well, guess what? I'm child free. I'm this, that, and the third. I'm finna get into the videos. But it's just like, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a couple of these videos with these girls getting online, just talking about how they are able to do X, Y, and Z because they don't got no kids. And it was triggering me. It was really, 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 really triggering me. And because it didn't even make sense. Like, it's like if you are child free and you are just taking your steps wisely as a woman, just being cautious as a woman for your future, that's understandable. I can't knock you for that. I'm not going to be mad at somebody because they don't have kids. I don't know. This just doesn't make any sense to me. And the reason why I'm saying that is because as I'm getting on these videos and as I'm going through the debates in the comments, they are really making up rhetoric. And I'm not trying to negate against anybody's personal experiences. However, they are really talking in a state into where there is a community of women who are so utterly envious of women who are child free. I just don't. And like they're creating this narrative of like you're just mad because you have kids and basically your kids are holding you back. Like they're talking in a way like kids are like having kids is like a burden to you. Like you're not able to live your life due to the fact that you have kids. And that I don't get it. I just don't get it. So without further ado, let me just go ahead and let me get into the video, okay?
Okay. I really feel like I can live my life like completely irresponsibly because I don't have no kids. It's 3 a.m. I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. Why? Because I don't have no kids. I'm eating Whataburger. Why? Because I don't have no kids. I'm outside all weekend. Why? Because I don't have any kids. It's like I'm an adult, but I'm not an adult.
That's
Why?
what it sound like.
Because I don't have any kids.
Okay, y'all, do y'all not know how much do you not know how much hearing this shit really kind of like annoyed me? Like, it kind of did. You know, I get she wanted to get on here, she wanted to trigger. Like, this effect reminds me of the Slim Kim effect. When she got online just wittingly, you know, just expressing her privilege, her opinion, whatever. Okay, cool. But then it triggered the people. Shit. Because I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite. But this shit triggered me, G. It triggered, look, because we finna get in the video. Because I'm not trying to sound like a hypocrite. Because I feel like she had every right to. And don't get me wrong, this girl got every right to voice her opinion. But let me tell you why her opinion is stupid. Let me tell you why this video, you wanted to make this video for the wrong intentions. For the wrong reasons. That's what's getting, that's what I want to get into. I would like to get into why you feel the need to get online and flex about how you don't have kids and how you're able to do X, Y, and Z because you don't have kids, as in like women who do have kids can't do the same things that you're doing, if not are already doing it and have been doing it. What are you talking about? But hold on, let me get into this. First of all, let me react to the video.
I really feel like I can live my life like completely irresponsibly because
That was the first thing, because in my mind, I'm like, why do you want to live your life irresponsibly? Why do you want to live your life completely irresponsibly? Like, that's a flex. Like, I just don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't. Like, it's 3 a.m. Okay, good for you, bitch. I don't even like to stay up that late. I can't relate. I don't stay up that late, baby. I need my beauty sleep. I don't. I don't. But go ahead. I'm gonna let it finish.
I don't have no kids. It's 3 a.m. I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. Why? Because I don't have no kids.
Okay. She said she gonna sleep in tomorrow. Why? Because she ain't got no kids. Girl. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. Okay, I'm gonna give her that. You do got the privilege. Okay, all right. I'm gonna give you that right there. Because guess what? My child inspires me. She influences me. It's an obligation for my black ass to get the fuck up to take her ass to school. But you know what that also influenced me to do? That has influenced me to become a disciplined person. That has influenced me to get that voice out of my head that says, bitch, stay asleep to, oh no, get up. Get up. Get up. What are you in bed for? What are you sleeping? What are you sleeping for? Get up. Get up. Because now, you want to know what's crazy? My body is now accustomed. It's conditioned. Even if I don't have anything to do, I'm still going to get up. Just because you have that privilege and you have that ability doesn't mean that it gives you the right to misuse it in that way. That's not respectable. And that's not responsible. So you can sit up here and laugh like, and kiki, thinking this shit's funny. Bitch, if I were you and I didn't have no kids, I would be doing different shit right now. While you sitting up here and you trying to flex, like this is a flex, I would not be up at 3 a.m. trying to talk to the next bitch about how I'm up at 3 a.m. and how I'm about to sleep in tomorrow and not get no money. Like, I'm not. It's not a flex. It's not. I don't get it. Okay, let me finish. Let me finish. The bitch talking about some she eating liver. Like, bitch, what is the logic? What in the hell is the logic of you having kids not being capable of you being able to get some liver? I don't get it. I don't understand. So you got kids. So because you got kids, that means I'm struggling to get some liver? What? What? Like, what? Like, bitch, you think, like, what do you think you're doing? Like, I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know. And then she went on a rave about, what is it? What else did she say? What other nonsense? I can go out every weekend. I can be outside because I don't have no kids.
I'm out outside all weekend. Why? Because I don't have any kids.
That lets me know what type of person you are. You're this is so embarrassing. Like, I don't understand, why is this a flex for you? Because with Slim Kim, I can understand why it's a flex for her. But in your case, the way that you're explaining your scenario and your situation, it doesn't make sense. But if that's what you, but it's cool. If that's the life you want to live, keep doing that. Keep doing it. If you being outside every weekend, if you think you doing something better than the next person just because you outside every week, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. I'll give it to you. If you think you're doing something because you eating liver, bitch, go ahead. These bitches are so stupid. Go ahead, bitch. Okay. If you think you're doing something because you up at 3 a.m., what? Like, I don't even understand it. You're outside, bitch. Okay. We get it. Okay, we get it. You like to be outside. Okay, ho. You can stay over there, bitch, with your outside ass, with your 3 a.m. having ass. Do it. Great. But I really wanted to make this video to really dive into the reasons as to why these people are even getting online. Oh, as to why people feel the need to, like, I don't know, shit on single mothers, shit on people who have kids. Talk about, like, it's so fucking ridiculous, because if your life was so great, you would just be living it. Y'all wouldn't even know I had a child unless I expressed that to y'all. Because I'm living my life. The fuck? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. They keep talking about, like, once you have kids, it just means like your whole life got to end. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. You know what's so funny? Like, when I was pregnant with my child, you know what stupid thing, like, some of my family members used to tell me, G, they used to be like, oh, so you're not going to be able to get your nails done and stuff like that, right? Because, you got a kid. Like, that would, like, make it seem like I wouldn't be able to, like, the things that I do to invest in myself currently, they were acting as if all that had to cease due to me having a child. I promise to God, I never understood it. Like, in the back of my head, I'd be like, bitch, that's you. Just because that's you don't mean that's me. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't relate. The fuck? I'm still gonna get my nails done. I'm still gonna get my hair done. I'm still gonna wear makeup. I'm still gonna be fly as hell. I'm still gonna get money. I'm still gonna do what I want to do. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't get it. Okay. I don't know. But anyway, so let me stop rambling, y'all. I'm gonna stop rambling because I actually came up with these, like, girl. Okay, so I really want to make this a topic. Let's really get into the real discussions. Basically, I named this video the real reason as to why people hate Black single mothers in particular. I stated, certain Black single mothers are not living the stereotypical narrative that is often projected onto Black single motherhood, which is constant survival mode, struggle love, losing value within the dating pool, living in overall stress and chaos due to lack of support. Black women have excelled financially in terms of obtaining higher paying jobs, better education, overall business and entrepreneurship that has ultimately led us to a state out of survival mode as to where we are now comfortably caring for ourselves and our families. In addition to this, Black women have become bigger targets for men because of the status we obtain. We can attract both high and low vibrational, narcissistic, leeching men. We've been able to master multiple areas in our lives as far as work, motherhood, personal care, hobbies, finances, etc. The overall mastery of how you handle motherhood is envied upon by those who have no children and still have not mastered these certain particular areas in their lives. Period, point blank. Okay, because that was a lot. Damn, because I wrote this a while back. I honestly wrote this like 2 months ago. I wrote these notes down because I meant to make this video a while back. I wrote these notes down 2 months ago, okay? Around the same time when I made my skinny discrimination video. And, oh my God, let me just go back and read it. Oh my gosh. I said black women have become bigger targets for men because of the status we obtain. We can attract both high and low vibrational, narcissistic, leeching men. In addition to this, we've been able to master multiple areas in our lives as far as work, motherhood, personal care, hobbies, finances, etc. The overall mastery of how you handle motherhood is envied upon by how we handle motherhood, I guess you could say, is envied upon those who have no children and still have not mastered these certain particular areas in their lives. You know, I had to put that there. So you know how like they're stating that like women who have children are envious of women who don't have children because of, I don't know, I guess you could say because of the freedom that they have. That could be a thing. I'm not negating that. However, I don't think that what's often not talked about is how the reversed effect. How people are not talking about how women with children, right, are also envied upon. And I don't think that that's something that's being talked about, just for the sake of a woman being able to be fertile, right? Being able to withhold child and birth child. You don't think other women are envious of that? There are some women who cannot have children. There are some women who still haven't had children that wished that they had children, right? There are some women, I don't know, I want to speak for myself. I feel as if there are women, I don't know, in my age bracket who often compare themselves to me because of the fact that I have a child and I'm able to do what I do. However, they're not doing it. Like they're not doing it. So like there's an often comparison of how is she able to do X, Y, and Z with child and I don't. Right? But that's something that's often not talked about. Instead, they're getting online flexing about frivolous irresponsibilities in which you should be utilizing this privilege to get ahead. Instead, you're just, I don't know, you're not getting ahead. Okay, let's continue. Point number 2. As a black mother, you make everything look and seem easy, even when it may not be, which is your resilience. Inflation is at an all-time high, yet Gen Z is accomplishing things at a faster rate as opposed to the millennials and when times were much easier, I guess, right? So that's a big point because a lot of people don't talk about how the upper generations are now envious of the younger generations who are having kids, who have had kids and are still living the lives that they wish they had when they were in our shoes, when they were in this age, right? And I have people in particular, not even going to say any names, but the actions show, you know what I'm saying, as to where like you can definitely tell they wish that they made different actions when they were in their 20s, right? But they didn't. Like, and it's just so crazy because I was thinking about this. I'm like, how is it that times were so much easier back then, right? It was so much easier to afford things. It was so much easier. Like, it was just so much easier. And you still didn't utilize, I don't know, that time to get ahead, because you could be further than where you are now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just talking about like older people who are envious of women who have children and who feel as if those women who have children are more successful than them, right? And I just find it so funny because it's just like now these times are different. Everybody's complaining about how inflation is so high, about how the economy is changing, about how, you know, rent is just, I don't know, it's just at an all-time high and all of this stuff like that. And it's just like Gen Z is handling it, and I can see it first thing where like it's happening at a faster rate. Like you can see like, you know, 20-year-old millionaires, etc., and things like that. Like, you know, and it's just like basically what I'm stating is I just feel like what is not talked about and what is envied upon is the simple fact that times are harder or are supposed to be harder for us, yet we're still being able to get the things done that the upper generations were not able to do, which is why young single mothers are also envied upon as well. I hope that makes sense. Okay, and I know that for a fact because I'm a living being of it. There are older women, people who are envious of me because they feel as if they should have been taking certain actions and at a certain age, right? And so it's like a mirror, it's a projection type of thing, right? They look at you and they see what they could have done, right? So they despise you because of the actions that they did not take. Does that make sense? Right. Okay, point number three, you are breaking generational curses, right? So you have created a total different childhood for your child to experience that opposes your childhood, right? For example, so, when we were young, right? And when our parents told us to do something and we quite didn't understand it, and we would ask them why, that in translation to them would be like in a form of talking back, right? And so they would say, because I said so, right? There would be no explanation, no clarification of anything. It's just that I said so. And they're interpreting your question as like, I don't know, in some form of having an attitude or something like that, when in all actuality, that's not the case. And I've learned that for a child, and now we know for a child, a lot of times when they're asking why, it's not because it's coming from a place of them having an attitude. It's coming from a place of them genuinely wanting to understand why they're being told whatever it is that you're telling them. For example, I told my child the other day, I said, don't sit so close to the TV. She said, why? I said, because I don't want it to hurt y'all. Like, I don't want it to affect your eyes, because when I was a kid, my grandma told me don't sit too close to the TV because it was gonna fuck up my eyes. So I told her the same thing. So I said, because it can mess up your eyes, to sit back. But like, I didn't tell her with no attitude, you know what I'm saying? She was just like, oh, okay. And then that's when she sat back. Like, she just didn't understand. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? So in that way, that's what I mean. Like, we are breaking generational curses. We are not continuing the cycles that were put into place when we were younger and when we were kids, is basically what I'm saying here. You know how you felt when you were a kid. Like, I know how I felt when I was a child. I know how my mom made me feel when I was a kid. I know how she made me feel when I was a kid. So I know for a fact that I'm breaking the curse. I'm breaking generational curses for a fact. I just cannot imagine treating my child the way that I was treated. Like, I just really just felt like I just was not wanted. I just felt like I wasn't wanted. And for my child, I mean, I'm not perfect. But for one thing I know for a fact that she knows is that I'm loyal. She knows that there's nobody gonna be here for her like me. Like, she knows it. Like, I don't have to be. One thing about me is, like, I don't like to, like, fake shit. I don't like to, like, I don't know, you know. And I don't treat my child as like an actual child. I treat her like a human being. And when I say that, I talk to her as a human being. So, for example, if I'm not feeling well, I'm going to express to her that I don't feel well, so that therefore she knows why my attitude is off, or why my energy may be off, or why I may need space in that moment. Like, I'm not going to try to, like, fake it and like, because I just can't do it. Does that make sense? I can't do it. Yeah. And so what I'm saying is, like, I know I'm not perfect. And I'm not nice all the time. I'm not, you know. But one thing that she knows is that I'm here. And I'm never going nowhere. I'm never going anywhere. Because sometimes, like, as a kid, you just, like, we all been a kid. So, you know, kids want attention and they want love and affection. And that was a big thing that was missing for me. It was really, 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 really big. So when I was a kid, my mother never told me she loved me. I make sure I tell my child, we do our own thing. We like friends. We like best friends. She said, I love you. I said, I love you. I make sure she know that I love her. That's it. That's the main thing. Like, I make sure that she knows for a fact that I love her. And that was a big thing for me. It was a really big thing. It was a really, 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 really big thing. Like, that woman, my mother, she just could not tell me that she loved me at all. It's to the point where, like, she couldn't even say it now. Like, speaking now, present tense, it would just be weird. Just weird. Because throughout my whole 20-some years of living, it was just never there. Ever. 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 And I hate to say that. I just hate saying that. It's so... But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm breaking the generational curses. I'm making sure that my child doesn't feel the way that I felt. Okay? Period. So that therefore, things could change. Because nothing is going to change if we don't change it ourselves. So, but I ain't finna be no preacher. Overall creates a healthy growing child with a normalized healthy behavior. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna read that whole part over again. So I said, you are breaking generational curses. You have created a total different childhood for your child to experience that opposes your own childhood. For example, which is explaining things, actually saying sorry, which overall creates a healthy growing child with a normalized healthy behavior. And I'm saying that because like a lot of people grow up with trauma based off how they were treated as a child, right? They literally carry it as an adult, literally, right? So like, for example, my mother could never tell me sorry. She could never apologize to me, tell me that she loved me, whatever. So as an adult, that could carry, what am I saying? What I'm saying is, as an adult, I could have let that trauma carried on, right? I could have continued this cycle, right? Because of the fact that I didn't feel loved, I could have passed it on to my child. But I'm doing the reverse effect. Do you understand? Because you have people to where, like, when I say they carry their trauma, it's like if they felt neglected as a child, like, they want to make other people feel neglected. Like, that's how a lot of narcissists are formed, right? Like, it's a lot of times it's due to like childhood, like from their trauma from childhood, from them not feeling like they're enough, from them not feeling wanted, right? From them not feeling desired. I'm telling you, I know this shit for a fact. Okay, so what I'm saying is, like, what they experience through childhood, literally, depending on if the trauma is not tended to or healed, it literally carries on as an adult. So that's why I'm saying, if you just normalize the normal behaviors as far as saying sorry, explaining things, that is going to become a natural habit for your child that then they can carry on as an adult. I hope that makes sense. It's like common sense. It's literally like common sense. Okay, number 4. And I guess you could say this one is kind of like a personable one. So, certain people expected you to suffer and be lost without their presence or support. Be lost without their presence or support. Especially men. Especially men. I want to just say that. So I don't know. Some people just be thinking, some people just be thinking, like, if they leave you, everything is just gonna like, I don't know. Oh my God. I don't know if I should speak for myself in this sense or if I should just speak in a general sense. But literally, like, if you ever had like a significant partner, a significant other, a significant friend, a significant whatever the fuck, some type of support system that was there for you for a significant amount of time, I'm telling you. And they believe that, and if they were contributing, I don't know, some type of benefit to your life, I am telling you. They believe that if they depart from you, that your life is going to somehow fall apart. They believe, like, if they depart from you, you're going to struggle. They believe that you need them in a way, that you needed them in a way, right? So as time passes on, as time, passes, right? And they see, wow, how the fuck was she able to do X, Y, and Z? I'm telling you, people ask these questions to themselves. Right? Because they believed that you weren't going to be able to do anything without them. I don't know why. I don't. But this is what they think, right? So when time passes and they're looking from afar, you don't think that's something that's going to be envied upon? Because the whole time they was really preying on your downfall. That's really what it was. Maybe they don't want to admit that. It doesn't matter. Whole time they just praying on your motherfucking downfall. They just wishing and hoping you was just gonna be some struggling ass, wanting ass, handout ass bitch. No, bitch. No. And it's like you're literally like everything that they wanted to happen for you, you've literally like crushed it. Why do you think they hate black single mothers so bad? And then the last one I said, you have a real source of love in your life. It's not superficial. It's a bond that was gifted to us, that we honored to cherish and grow, right? So, like, we don't look at our kids as, like, I don't know, filthy or like a burden, like how they want us to. Because a lot of people want us to look at our kids as burdens. A lot of people want us to view our offspring is like some type of burden or some type of like blockage in the way that, yeah, it's just some type of blockage, you know. And I just, it's not that, you know. And it's like, because of the fact of like you're breaking the generational curses, you're actually building a genuine bond with your child. And it's love, it's real. Like, you can actually say it's real. You can actually say it's real, because a lot of people, you have people who are in relationships that don't love each other. You have people who are in friendships that don't really like each other, but they call each other friends. But in this case, it's like, damn, I can actually say this is my motherfucking friend. Like, that's my best buddy. Like, I actually love her and she loves me. And that's not something that gotta be faked. That's all I really had to say for this video. If I have anything else to put in the video, I will, but that is pretty much all I have to say for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. I'm gonna finish smoking my blunt and eating my food. I was eating, hold on, I'll show y'all what I was eating. So I got brunch. I ain't gonna lie, the steak was really, okay, so I got steak. I just got a regular brunch. I just got steak, what is it? Hash browns, steak and eggs, and some toast. And the steak is good. It is good. But I ate half of it earlier. Well, no, I ate some of it earlier. And I eat my steak just like that. Mm-hmm. At least when I'm not in public. Because I ain't even got time to sit up here trying to cut it. Bitch, I'm just going to pick that hoe up, eat that bitch. Alright, y'all. Damn, I'm so like, where the fuck my blunt just go? Alright, so I'm pretty much done right now. I was thinking about coming back out here to film another video. Because I'm going to film this next video, y'all. I got to tell y'all something about my nail experience. I was thinking about making that my next video, but I don't know yet, so we don't see. But that's it. Excuse me. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Deuces.
See, hoes don't